Hi everyone, Azim here. We are going to go over muscles of facial expression, of mastication, and muscles of the face. So let's take a look at our models here. We've got a bunch. So we've got one skull model here, another skull model with muscles here. We've got this guy. Hey, he's bigger. And on our skeleton, we've got red and blue to show origins and insertions where muscles are attached. But let's focus on this one here, these two, I guess. So first, our most prominent muscle on our frontal bone, that's the frontalis. This is the frontalis muscle. When you use your frontalis muscle, you raise your eyebrows and wrinkle your forehead. So it's like, frontalis. That's your frontalis. Your frontalis connects to another muscle in the back. It's muscle to muscle, so that's called an aponeurosis. So there's an epicranial aponeurosis that connects from the frontalis all the way to the back, aptly named the occipitalis. So back here you have the occipitalis. And the occipitalis, what it does is it pulls on that aponeurosis. So it's basically doing the reverse of this one, or I guess we're coming in towards this midline over here. Occipitalis is in back. I can barely show this. Let's see how I can do it. Can you see anything? In some people, it moves the ear a little bit. But that's the occipitalis. Frontalis and occipitalis are connected by an aponeurosis. Looking at the anterior part of the face now, we have this muscle right here. It's this muscle that's coming right above medial and superior to the eye, right here and right here. The term for it is that it looks something like corrugated cardboard, and it's above your eyebrow. The term for it is corrugators supercilia, or plural corrugators supercilii. The corrugators supercilii, what are they for? They're for wrinkling your eyebrows, giving a worried, sad look. Kind of like, I can do this look real well. Like that, like, do I look worried? Sad? Okay. Our next muscle is around the entire eye. It's a circular muscle. Goes around the entire eye. This is orbicularis oculi. The term orbicularis means it's in an orbit, goes in a circle. Oculi is referring to the eye. Orbicularis oculi. So when this muscle contracts, you close your eye. Pretty straightforward, I hope. Or really hard. Actually, sorry, this is one thing, but this is another. So we're using orbicularis oculi, we're closing our eyes hard like that. Our next muscle, we are going to this one right here. This one connects from the upper lip up to the eye. This is the origin, this is the insertion down here. So that means when it contracts, it's pulling the lip up. This is the levator labii superioris. It lifts the upper lip. Levator labii superioris. If you contract this, it kind of gives you a sneering look. Let's see if I can do it. Yeah, like that. Yeah, like that. Okay. Levator labii superioris, it's lifting the upper lip. Labii means lip. Levator means lift. Superioris is upper. Okay. Levator labii superioris, and then we have two muscles right here. They're named the same thing because they're both attached to this cheekbone here. Hopefully you remember that this cheekbone, this is the zygomatic bone. So these muscles are the zygomaticus muscles. Zygomaticus minor is on top. Zygomaticus major is on bottom. The smaller one, minor, is whenever we have a pair of muscles where it's minor and major, it's usually the minor that's on top, that's superior. When we get to gluteus maximus and minimus, or rhomboid minor and major. Rhomboid minor and major, that's a better example. Rhomboid minor and major, the minor is on top, it's superior. Zygomaticus minor, zygomaticus major. These are your major muscles of smiling. You can see that it would pull up the corners of your lip at a diagonal. These are the major muscles of smiling. So if I want to use my zygomaticus muscles, minor and major, I'm doing one side. Zygomaticus minor and major. Levator labii superioris, zygomaticus minor, zygomaticus major. Keep going down, and we see this one attached here, but it's going deeper. This muscle goes pretty deep. It's a nice broad muscle, and it's going deep and in. This muscle is called the buccinator. Buccinator. Remember this region, the cheek region, is called buccal. The buccinator. This is the muscle that you'd use if you're a trumpet player, or if you're sucking through a straw. So it's really like compressing your cheeks. Something like, I think, or blowing. I'm not very good at this. Didn't really play any instruments. Let me try one more time. Maybe if I blow my thumb. There we go. Something like that. That's a buccinator. Levator labii superioris, zygomaticus minor, zygomaticus minor, zygomaticus major, buccinator. And now we've got this thin muscle that goes from the corner of the lip straight laterally along the side of the face. This one here. My morbid description of it is, if you want to give like a fake smile, like the Joker, and you just make this nice cut this way, it gives you a fake smile. The word for smile is like RIS, that stem means smile. So it's not really a real smile, it's a fake smile. This is the risorius. This is risorius. It pulls your lips just straight laterally. So if you were to do something like this, fake smile, corner of the lip, laterally. This muscle that goes around the mouth, we said that this round one was orbicularis oculi, because it goes around the eye. This one is orbicularis oris, O-R-I-S, because it goes around the mouth. And that's for closing your mouth, also for puckering your lips. So, my best, I don't know what impression, but duck face? Sure. That's orbicularis oris. Depressor, let's go with depressor, this one here. Starting mid-lip and going a bit laterally diagonally, this is depressor labii inferioris. We had levator labii superioris up here, because we're lifting the upper lip. This one is depressor because we're lowering the lower lip, depressor labii inferioris. Depressor labii inferioris. There's another muscle that comes more at an angle. I'm trying to see which model shows it better. Honestly, I think this model, it's this muscle here, but kind of like it on this one. Coming over here and going angled out. I'm sorry, it's going to be this one. Coming over here and angling out. That's depressor anguli oris. Depressor anguli oris. So if you want to bring your mouth at an angle, so depressor labii inferioris, so just bring your lower lip down. But if you want to bring out an angle, that's depressor anguli oris. You're bringing the mouth at an angle. Depressor anguli oris. What are we missing? Oh. At the very base of your chin, it starts like a bit lateral and then goes towards the very peak of your chin, the apex here. This region is your mental region, your chin. So this is the Mintalis. The Mintalis helps you protrude your lips. Mintalis helps you protrude your lips. So when you use your Mintalis to protrude your lips, it'd be like this. You're flexing, contracting this muscle. I'll show risorius again. Fake smile. If I don't even open my teeth, fake smile. Bring the corners of the lips laterally. And what else? Oh yeah, orbicularis is if you close your mouth or pucker. Right now my mouth is open, but if I close it or pucker like in a circular motion, that would be orbicularis oris. Okay, I think we have one. Oh no, we actually have a few muscles left. Our platysma isn't that visible, but I can at least show you the attachment. The platysma is a muscle that attaches here on the mandible, and it extends down to the clavicle. It's a muscle that lets you flatten out your neck. It also helps you lower your lower jaw, it depresses your lower jaw. Like if you're in a surprise phase, like I can get this kind of neck. That's your platysma. It's called platysma, like think of platypus. A platypus has a bill. Platysma is a wide, flat, bill-shaped, I guess bill means flat. A bill is kind of flat, so that's why it's plat. Platysma is a flat muscle in your neck. So those are muscles of facial expression. If you want to chew, we'll put that in another video, which are also in the face. But yeah, we'll put that in a separate video. This one's long enough. Hope that helps.